Hey beautiful soul, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been with me before, I really appreciate it. Today we're going to ask the cards to give you explanation on what is your intuition trying to tell you, or what has your intuition been trying to tell you lately. And I am going to read the cards like I am the intuition talking to you, so it feels to you like your intuition can actually talk. Wouldn't that be amazing if the intuition would be like that? But we are going to do it today, so it's going to be really, really interesting. And here are the cards. Take this one, and this one. This really speaks to me, and this too. So let's start with these ones. And oh, the Lovers. It starts quite well. The Queen of Cups. Oh, let me explain to you if you are new here. You know that for me, the cards that fall on my key, I always emphasize them a little bit more than the other cards, and I look at them as a key information for you to understand yourself better. So they are more about who you are. So let's take a look. Page of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. These two are lovely, beautiful elves. And it's really nice to see that you embody these traits. It's amazing. And then we have the Eight of Swords and the Sun. So we start and we end with Major Arcana cards. I'm gonna bring them a little bit above. So are you ready? I am your intuition, and I've been trying to tell you that you have to love yourself way more than you do now. And we've been trying to show you with several signals in your everyday life that there is a lack of love toward yourself, that you need to elevate your love for you way higher than you are doing now. And we want you to believe that when you start to love yourself, your whole appearance, your character, your traits, your way of feeling, thinking, and living your life will change dramatically in a way that it will make it easier for you to take decisions. So it feels to me that you sometimes have difficulties to choose between, and maybe you have been having this habit of making every choice you have to do, having two possibilities for you. Kind of in front of you, there is something really interesting, but you kind of have the ability to change it into two options, and you have confused yourself beforehand, even with no reason. So again, I'm going to start to be the voice of your intuition. You have to choose always from love. What would love choose here in everything you do? You can't use logistics or what other people say that would be more reasonable or easier or better, whatever excuse you would have to choose something else. You are always supposed to choose from love. You're supposed to be more love. And we can see it very clearly here. This is how you're supposed to feel about yourself. The Queen of Cups, she is embracing all her emotions, whether they are negative or positive. She loves the way she is, and she is peaceful and calm in her love towards herself. So you can see that you are supposed to be more loving and caring. And when you start to love yourself more, it's going to change the way you see everything in life. So here we see a character or character traits that you have. And the Page of Pentacles is kind of easygoing, but very wise, clever, skilled person, but with a young mentality, with an atmosphere of a young person. So if you are older than, let's say, 20, then maybe you should try to remember, how were I thinking about myself when I was 20? And I am going to be more like that. I am going to feel more joyful, lighter, and more easygoing kind of, and having this air of a young and ready kind of a person. So this is you. You've always had these traits, but it feels to me that you've a little bit forgotten them, and you've gone out of let's say, love yourself, care about yourself, and be yourself. And you've been trying maybe to be a little bit like you feel that the life wants you to be. And what do I mean with life? It could be, what do they want from me at work? What do they want from me in my family, in my friends, or in school, wherever you are? The people, the situations. They have made you be more like they wanted you to be than you allowing yourself or having the courage to be yourself. So in the reality, you are this beautiful, intuitive, skilled, and wonderful person we see here in the Page of Pentacles. And we also see in the Seven of Pentacles that you have to open yourself more up to new ways of seeing things. And I would say, because he's looking at him, that these cards are telling you, look back on how you were, because your true self is who you were when you were like 15, 20 years old, maybe a little bit older than that, but soon after 20, you started to lose fragments of yourself. And this is really, really clear here, that again, because the Seven of Pentacles normally has a decision to make, and often it's a difficult decision, and has to choose between many things, just like the Lovers. So you have confused yourself in the decision making, like I said before, because you've been listening too much to others people's opinions, or maybe trying to be, like we say often, I've been trying to be right, I've been trying to do the things right, and I've been trying to be let's say reasonable and not making mistakes. So in these decision makings, you've been going further and further away from your heart, away from yourself, your true self, and that has been causing you a, I would like to say, anxiety, maybe pain, struggle, difficulties to decide what you want, what to do next, because it's not coming from your heart. So you have to think a lot about every decision you make, because normally you would just listen to your heart and follow it, like with no hesitation, without thinking. And that is the way you are in your core, in your truest self. And now you should look back at that time when you were younger, and how did you follow your heart back then? And then you might remember it easily, or easier, how you can start to follow your heart again. And because we have here again the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is normally telling us to have a wider perspective. So I'm going to take again the voice of your intuition. So your intuition tells you, now I want you to take a closer look at who you really are in your true essence, and look at some pictures from your teenage time and try to figure out the energy you embodied back then, and then take few steps back from every situation you are in and allow yourself to slow down. Don't take a decision fast, and take a look at the things with your own eyes, and allow your eyes to, or I'm going to rephrase it, see it with your heart, not only with your eyes. So deepening what you see with your eyes by going further away from the situation, having a broader look upon what you are thinking about, and start to allow yourself to be the sunshine you are, and take your decisions with your heart by shining yourself, by believing and trusting in yourself, and knowing that that is the best way of living your life. So the intuition has been trying to tell you that you have gone too far away from yourself. Your shine, can we say that? Your shine has been dimmed, and you haven't been shining for a long time, maybe a short time for some of you, for a long time, and now you should start to embrace who you are, see how wonderful and how magnificent you are when you are in your heart, in your true self. So, what I want to do now in the end, I am going to take these fairy tale cards, and let's have some deeper guidance. Maybe one, there it is. I've already seen it, it's here. Okay, so the last thing your intuition wants to tell you is come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. So, what I would like to say here that we also see from this card is that the fairies are telling you to come together, to come yourself together and grasp all these beautiful aspects of yours and put them together again and start to be yourself. Start to be the shining light you are and the beautiful person you've always been, especially when you were younger. This person hasn't gone. This way of thinking and feeling isn't finished. Isn't something that is only a part of your teenage times. It's a part of you, and you can be this person again in a way with all the experiences and knowledge, wisdom, and whatever you have accumulated on the way from here to where you are now. But this is who you are in your essence. You are a person who have always had a lot of possibilities, a lot of open doors, and many ways that are open for you. And when you were younger, it was not so difficult for you to choose because you chose with your heart. So bring yourself together and be this lovely person you are. Thank you so much for listening to me now, and I hope I see you again.